That's new. Why not Ryan to get up in here? Oh, finally he wants to work. Goodness.
Hear me now.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah, he's taking forever.
go. Dude,
But it's
that was
fine.
ridiculous.
No.
I hate this new app.
I just we just gotta figure out the new like layout of it, I guess you could say.
Facts.
I gotta film these.
Yeah, SmackDown's gonna be completely fucked, just so you know. I'm gonna hit like
That's fine.
at least the important shit, like WWE title shit.
Yeah, hit the main points.
Oh, dude, motherfucker! I should have taken notes of LA Knight's promo, so I could have at least done that. What was the fucking thing he said? What was the thing he was saying? He was saying some funny ass shit. Oh fuck! I'm stupid now. Of course, I can't remember it.
I'm gonna start at like 2 minutes. If somebody's actually live listening, that's crazy, but nobody's live listening right now.
Someone's actually live listening to this as well.
If somebody was, yeah. Whoever is live listening to this, or whenever you do listen to this recording, just know this is the first 2 minutes. So, yeet. Let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AR Wrestling Podcast. I am Alex with my co-host Ryan. What's going on, Ryan?
Oh, what up?
And this week we're going to go over August 5th edition of Raw and August 9th edition of SmackDown.
Fucked up.
So, let's get right into it. Ryan, I think you covered the weekly news this week. What do we got going on with the Lucha Brothers?
The Lucha Brothers, dog. So, like, AEW started in 2019, right? You got one of the best tag teams in the damn world. I swear to God. His name's Penta El Zero Miedo and Rey Fenix. They're both brothers, basically. They started out in AEW as, like, one of the best tag teams in the world. On God, bro. I swear to God. And, they've been there since day one-ish. Day one, oos. And they won, I think they're one-time AEW tag title holders. And just had constant.
They've been there for 5
matches.
years?
Yeah. They've been there since day fucking one. They main evented the first ever AEW show, I'm pretty sure. It was the Young Bucks and Hangman Adam Page versus Rey Fenix, Penta El Zero Miedo, and Rey Mysterio, I think. So
Rey Mysterio? He was in AEW?
Yeah, Rey Mysterio. He was in the first AEW show. I think it was the time when he was a free agent. I swear to God, you look it up. He was dressed as Wolverine. It looked goofy as shit.
Crazy.
It looked goofy as shit. I'm not even lying. But those dudes are set to actually become free agents and talk backstage between management and like other pro wrestler like reporters is that they are on their way to AEW's biggest competition, the big dog, WWE, and I think they're gonna make they're gonna change the fucking world in tag team wrestling. Them versus the Usos, on God, like that's the match to make. Uso.
Oh.
Yeah, that was reported by Brian Alvarez. Right. It's I'm excited for that.
I got you. Okay. I don't have any news for this week. Not that I remember, but yeah. So we're just gonna get right into Raw here. There's a recap of SummerSlam. There's just all the Raw branded matches, whatever. So we walk in first. You know how we always talk about people walking in. Well, this one was pretty interesting to say the least because we had Dom and Liv walking together, and Liv had posted on her Instagram, "He's the Batman to my Catwoman, the Ken to my Barbie, the Joker to my Harley," obviously talking about Harley Quinn, "and the Clyde to my Bonnie." I was like, she hit it on the nail. On the nail. To be honest.
No, seriously.
So I think those two are gonna go places that, Dom and Rhea never did.
It's crazy as fuck. I don't know how Dominic managed to turn heel while he was already a heel. Explain that shit.
How do you turn more heel
double
when you're
heel?
already heel?
How does he turn bad guy when he's already bad guy? Just turned further bad guy.
I hate this. I hate to say this. He's probably the. Actually, I don't hate to say this, and this is gonna
Don't
sound
call him the
crazy to
biggest heel. No, I swear to God.
no, all the old heads are the biggest WWE fans, but Dom Mysterio is probably the greatest heel of all time.
That's wild.
One of the great, if he's not the greatest, he is one of the greatest heels of all time. He just proved to be one of the greatest heels of all time at SummerSlam. We were there and we watched it live, Ryan. You cannot tell me that he did not just do that. Like
crazy.
That was just no. No. Fuck
Dominic fucking Mysterio of all people. Fucking Dirty Sanchez.
I just want to know how his wife's feeling about this.
I would love to know how his wife feels about all of this. How does he pull that? That's crazy as fuck. Dominic Mysterio of all people, dude.
I don't know. It was pretty funny to see the. I do too. I really hate that guy. That guy's kind of annoying. But again, I'm not gonna lie, he's one of the greatest heels in all of WWE history. Like, and I'm saying that we have the Bobby the Brain Heenans, we have your Andre the Giants, dude. You have your Hulk Hogan's, dude. Like, but Dom Mysterio definitely.
If you hold fucking Dominic Mysterio up in the same light as Hogan, Flair, McMahon, no matter what you think about him now, that's some nuts shit. He did kick his dad in the dick, though.
I don't know.
To be fair.
Yeah, it is true. He did do that out of it. He kicked the huevos. But so let's stop talking about him. We got other shit to get into. Then we saw Damian Priest walk backstage, Braun Breaker, Drew McIntyre, all walking in. Whatever, nothing too crazy about them. Then Ludwig Kaiser is in the ring. Ryan, he's back.
He's back. He's back. You got the fucking scoop. You asked this dude when he passed by us in a hallway when he's coming back to TV, and he's like, "Oh, I'll come back soon." Comes back 2 days later. That's crazy.
Soon.
I didn't. We should have reported that shit, bro. We got the scoop on before everybody else. Suck our dick, Dave Meltzer, Brian Alvarez.
Did you not hear me asking him? What? Did you hear me ask him or no?
I heard you ask him. I was standing right next to you. What?
Yeah, fuck Dave Meltzer for real. Fuck Dave Meltzer. He's a dummy. Yeah. Had to.
That's some shit.
Yeah. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, I demand all your gratitude for your new world heavyweight champion, the Ring General Gunther." Gunther comes out.
Go. This is
Commentary did mention he's one of our greatest to ever walk the business. NXT UK champion, 870 days. Intercontinental champion, 660 plus days. Won King in the Ring, beat Damian Priest at SummerSlam, new world heavyweight champion. But I did notice as Gunther was coming out, Pat was giving Kaiser a thumbs down, and Kaiser was like, "You know what? I'm gonna beat your ass, dude. You give him thumb punch emotions, whatever." And kind of cut back to the ring, and we get "You deserve it" chants from the crowd,
which he does. He deserves it. Fuck every single person in every single person in that arena that said Gunther doesn't deserve this belt. I will fight you straight up. You saw my reaction when I got to watch this dude actually win this belt. I was like a 5-year-old child in a candy store.
We watched him win his first world title.
We
were there.
We were there for it. We watched it happen. We watched the crowning.
First main roster title.
First.
We didn't watch the crowning.
We didn't watch the crowning
his first
he was already crowned a while ago.
First main roster world title.
I was literally like the match that made me lose my voice.
Bro, I lost my voice in Rhea's. I lost my voice on Friday. Like it was
To be fair,
SummerSlam
my
weekend
voice
was an
started hurting
unfair
Friday.
weekend for me.
Yeah, last week was brutal. Last week was brutal
I'm
on the
still
voice.
recovering from SummerSlam. I'm not gonna lie, it's been over
It
a week
took me
since
until like
SummerSlam.
Thursday for my voice to stop being scratchy and shit from all of that.
That's what I'm saying. I had to
Like
yell at
seriously.
work, and so it didn't help.
I
But
couldn't yell at work. Every time I
he
tried to
go
yell at somebody, it came out as a voice crack.
for real. But Gunther, he starts talking. He goes, "My name is Gunther. I am the Ring General. I am the longest reigning IC champ in history. I am the King of the Ring, and now I am your world heavyweight champion." Bringing up all of his accolades, I think is good. I mean, he's still young on the main roster, super young, and he's got so much more. He's got so much more time to go, dude. I'm excited to see Gunther in these next
I'm
few
not even sure
years.
if he's even
Honestly,
30 yet. He might be. I could be
I
wrong.
don't think
I'll
he
look
is. I
that
think
up.
he's like 27. I'm gonna say.
I'll look that up
I'm
real
gonna.
quick while you're
I'm
going over
curious
that.
now. Let's look it up. I got you. I got you. I'm literally looking it up right now.
No, no, no. I got you. I
Gunther
got you. I'm faster
is
time. 36. 36. Bam, I beat you.
wow. He's 36. He looks good for 36. I'm not gonna lie.
Looks like a
Kaiser's
fucking boss.
34. That's crazy. Kaiser's 34.
Bro, Sammy's 40? What the fuck?
Dude, all of
Now I'm
these
looking.
guys, all
Now
these
I'm,
guys
now
are
I'm
like,
just scrolling through fucking wrestlers' ages.
um, get back on topic here. Uh, where are we at? He goes, "A new legacy begins tonight. This championship and this company deserve so much more for a very, very long time. And if you think what I did with the IC title is historic, just watch and see for what I'm going to do as world heavyweight champion." And kind of, I'm kind of excited to see what he's going to do, like, as champion, because this is like he said that he's going to hold this. He's going to hold this title for a while,
He's gonna hold it for like a decade.
dude.
I want to be able to like. I'm not
That's
even
what I'm
joking
saying.
you. I want Gunther to hold this belt for so long that I'll die, be reincarnated, get back into wrestling, fall out of wrestling, then get back into wrestling, and I want him to still be champion.
And Gunther still be champion.
I want him to
still,
still be champion.
still going to be champion. Oh
That's what I
man.
want from this.
He starts talking. He's kind of hyping himself up. He goes, "In this ring, I'm above everybody here. I'm prepared for everyone and everything. Nothing can catch him off guard. Nothing can catch Gunther off guard." He goes, "I am greatness personified. And Monday Night Raw, the great sport, and the championship belong to Gunther." Hey, he did say nothing can catch him off guard. But who comes out of nowhere?
This shit caught me.
I
This
hear
caught me so
voices in
off
my
guard.
head. They count to
You
me. They
blindsided me.
understand. They talk to me. I didn't think I
They
watched
talk
Raw
to
or SmackDown
me.
live this week, to be honest. I was really upset. I couldn't because I had to work both nights. Or no,
Oh,
actually,
sorry.
I lied. I was away from home Friday night, but Monday night I had to work, so I didn't get to watch any of these live. I was so upset. But Randy comes out. He's ignoring the brand split. Wait,
Brand split. Fuck the
or
brand
no.
split.
This is my question. Are we going to ignore the brand split,
I
or are
think
we
this
giving
got.
Gunther a legitimate opponent for Bash in Berlin?
I think this got explained. Not necessarily, but it kind of got explained later on,
It,
maybe.
it got explained in the
Um,
promo. Yeah, it got explained in
it
the
kind of got
promo.
explained. Something kind of got
I would
mentioned
say.
too later on in when A Town Down Under appeared on the show too. They mentioned some. I don't think that this was directly tied, but they mentioned something along the lines of some like people going over to SmackDown at some point if people are coming over to Raw. So I would
Oh,
assume I would really like not exactly like a new draft.
Jay's
So
going back to
someone
SmackDown.
they're trying. That's where I'm getting at. So if they're gonna try to make a draft happen after every WrestleMania because that's like a season reset, and SummerSlam is your mid-season finale because they want that to be WrestleMania 2. It's going to 2 nights in a couple years. I think it's a good idea for them to start doing like
Yeah.
a bit of a mix-up after SummerSlam. So like maybe you do mix up a couple tag teams, throw them onto SmackDown, throw some onto Raw, mix up some of your main roster guys like you could be doing with Randy right now.
That'd be crazy.
That should be nuts. Because now I want to know who's going over to SmackDown if Randy's going to win over to Raw as a main eventer.
Jay.
Ooh, so
Jay's
I think
going.
actually, if we're going to trade tag teams, put him and Sammy as a tag team and trade them as a tag team going over to SmackDown. And then,
We're gonna get to that
honestly,
later in Raw. Actually,
bro, yeah, well, we'll get
we
there.
are gonna
We'll
get
get
to
it.
that
We'll
later in
get it.
Raw.
We'll get it. We'll
We'll
get
get
to
into
that.
that.
We'll
But
get to
let's
that.
get back into this. We get
Back into it.
Randy
We got
chance
off track.
Gunther. He
Off
goes,
track.
well, Randy, I'll have to say
Sorry,
I was wrong
dancing.
because that caught me off guard. And Randy's like, Randy, he starts talking. He goes, look, Gunther, I came out here to congratulate you, but that's not my style. I basically typed out this entire promo, but everything I typed out, I really thought was important. He goes, look, I came out here to congratulate you. That's not my style. That gold title looks mighty damn fine hanging over your shoulder, but I can't help and look at that title and see that you're holding the World Heavyweight Championship because of me in the first place. He goes, dude, he's been popping the question since we've all been asking it. He goes, did you really beat me at King of the Ring? The
Ooh,
people
did
know
he
it. I
though?
know it. Hell, even Triple H knows it. Triple H told the world there would be a Gunther Orton Part 2. I'm calling that in.
I need
And
that shit.
Randy is basically saying that he can match Gunther on everything. I'm not gonna lie, King of the Ring, that match was phenomenal. I have to give it to them.
This seriously was, dude. If they're running that
Really, I
background
will.
too, give us an actual finish this time. Granted, they didn't mean to do it
Yeah,
the last time. They didn't mean to fuck
please.
it all up.
Obviously, yeah. That's why.
But
That's why
like,
Triple H promised a part 2. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah, give us that part too.
He goes, I think these fans deserve a modern, Flair versus Steamboat. I was like, okay, okay, okay.
Okay, who's Flair and who's
But I can
Steamboat in that
fill one of
though?
those. I can fill one of those roles. But do you? What'd you say, Ryan?
I was like, who fills what in that role?
Randy's Flair, Gunther, Steamboat.
Damn straight, damn straight.
Woo!
Woo! Even though Gunther does do the chops, like,
Yeah.
I
And then
agree.
Randy,
I agree.
he's kind of talking. Goes, you call yourself a legend, Gunther. My brother, I made a career out of killing legends. Now, Bash in Berlin, I'm gonna do it again. So what'd you say? And then Randy just chants that erupt like crazy. Gunther starts talking. He goes, well, Randy, everything you said is true. Not beating you clean at King of the Ring, left a little stain on my record. So if those voices in your head tell you can beat me in Berlin, I have to tell you, your voices are wrong. He goes, Randy Orton. There's a bunch of RKO chants. He goes, then Gunther comes back. He goes, I accept. Gunther and Randy, obviously, they shake hands there. And when Gunther's talking, he goes, just so you know, Randy, absolutely nothing catches me out of nowhere. Gunther said this without the mic in his hand. So I started listening to what Randy was saying. He goes, that's good to know because I've heard that before. And matter of fact, it doesn't have to be out of nowhere. I want you to see it coming. I was like, damn. I
Damn.
said, okay.
Rodney fucking roasted his ass. Yeah, Fox.
Right. Dude,
Let's
this is
just
gonna be
power bomb this fucker through the
a
floor.
hell of a fucking Pia. Basher Berlin's good. I can't even, I'm so upset that I can't see Basher Berlin live, but at the same time
Yeah, we
I'm not
figured that
because I'm
out
watching
today.
my hometown college go face the college that I'm in football that same day, so I'll just end up watching it later. So I think Ryan might end up watching it twice that day.
Damn straight. I will gladly watch any professional wrestling show twice. I don't give a fuck. Fucking love that
Unless
shit.
we're talking
There's a reason I do a podcast about it.
Hell in a Cell, Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins. I will not watch back Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell.
Oh, dude. Or any of the early Crown Jewels. Because every single one of those was
Yeah, for
probably
real.
the worst. All of them have decent claim to being the worst show of all time.
They were trying to use their legends, but they couldn't because that was their huge market. And then
Undertaker
they
had no
realized
fucking
that
knees.
because that creepy old man made LA Knight a model.
The creepy old man that made LA Knight a model was obsessed with watching old dudes almost kill themselves in the Middle East. God damn,
For
bro.
real.
It was
But
unhinged as fuck.
this moves us into Sheamus versus voice of Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser. That's a hot take. Hate to say it,
Ooh, hold up,
but
hold up, hold up. Before you get into this, I want to dive into something real quick. I got a complaint.
it's a but
Randy Orton in his
Talk
promo,
to
I
me.
completely forgot to mention this because there was no. Well, Randy Orton looks at Gunther and he goes, "Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to beat you in your hometown." Ladies and gentlemen, Gunther is fucking
Oh,
Austrian. He is not German. He is just not German
I
at all.
noticed that. I noticed that. I was like, Randy, you
Kaiser is
dumbass. He's
German.
not from
Kaiser's
Kaiser's
German.
German. Gunther's Austrian.
I
Oh,
guarantee you they're going to try to
goodness.
paint Gunther as a German now. They're gonna completely
Oh, they are.
revamp that now for this one PLE. The next time they go to
You know what's
Austria,
funny?
he's going to be from Austria again. Oh shit! I love this shit. It's so dumb. I love it.
I didn't notice that. I kind of ignored that because I thought it was like, that. I don't know. But now we're here. Now we're here with it. Sheamus versus Kaiser. Um, we're talking about the match. Kaiser's kind of, he's attacking Sheamus before the bell. Kaiser's back at it, baby. Come on now, let me talk to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, but Sheamus is able to get after Kaiser's ribs while Kaiser goes after Sheamus's knee. And I mean, Kaiser's faking an injury at some point, but this distracts Sheamus, and Kaiser's able to drop kick him into the steps like he's done prior. And they both start going crazy on each other, taking each other out. And Sheamus flies off the top rope and stops Pete Dunne with a shillelagh. And Kaiser almost steals the win, but Sheamus is able to hit a brogue kick for the win. Sheamus winning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm
This was all
pissed.
commercial
Kaiser should have
free
won.
too. Oh, you think
The
Kaiser should
entire
have
first
won?
hour was commercial free. I think Kaiser should have won. Redemption match.
No, I kind of agree.
It's a hot take.
Kaiser needs some shit.
It's a hot take I'm willing to take. So, then we get into probably my favorite segments, one of my favorite segments of Raw. The other is in the main event of the night. To be honest, the main event I watched it. We both watched it twice. It was such a great main event.
Bro, yeah, I had to
But
bro, this
so
main event was unbelievable. Oh, excuse me.
I'm
I'm
talking about the
hot
Wyatt
here.
family, the Wyatt Six. 11 years ago, Baltimore, Maryland, the Wyatt family debuted. Michael Cole said, tonight it comes full circle. And there's like an Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas, Taylor Rotundo, whatever you want to call him. It's a
I
voiceover. He
wish
goes,
it
"A
was
prophet was
Taylor.
unleashed. Life is a
Hmm.
circle. The end of one journey is the beginning of the next. The circle moves us all through sorrow and hope, triumph and agony, life and loss until we let go. Abandon all hope and find our place on the path unwinding. We're here." And it cuts to Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, the reckoning is here. Run! And then Nick Cross jump scare. I'm so happy this came full circle because definitely, I do want to say this one thing. This
Yeah,
was the Wyatt Six debut match. The Wyatt family debuted like 11 years ago. Same night. Not same night. But yeah, 11 years ago, Baltimore,
damn
Maryland.
straight. 11 years ago in
Telling you, dude.
Baltimore. This is
Um,
it's so
I
good.
wish.
It's so fucking good. They've done
It
such a
just
good job with this
I'm not
Wyatt
even just saying that
Six.
to repeat that. Like it's just it makes they're tying everything in with Bray into this, like every little piece that they can, and it's so good.
This all
And I
started
respect them
from.
out of that. And it's go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, finish.
No, I was gonna say they just like they're keeping this in honor of Bray, but at the same time, this is its own thing, and it looks so good.
I completely agree, dude. Like
It's all
it's
yeah.
obviously like pulling ideas and like inspiration from everything Bray's done, but the thought that all of this started from a glitchy like little hello on the screen back in like April or March or some shit. Oh my god, I love it. I absolutely love it. One of my favorite things going
Like you were
on
saying with
Raw.
the QR codes, dude.
Yeah,
The QR codes, dude. It doesn't even happen with the White Rabbit with Bray, dude. Everything is just down to a T. It is so good. Bray's fantasies became a reality.
literally.
But after that, we see the Gable and the Creed brothers walking into the stadium. Nothing too crazy, but Damian
Prince
Priest is walking out a
Academy.
little faster than usual. Yeah, Damian Priest walking out a little faster than usual. He's clearly pissed off. He goes, Finn Balor, you know what time it is. Get down here and take his beating like a man. Bro, Damian's pissed. He's pissed from
Damian's
SummerSlam.
pissed. He wants this
Damian,
shit,
he's
bro. He
pacing
wants
the ring.
his
He goes, how
fucking
you go from a
head.
prince to a backstabbing scumbag to a coward? I was really waiting for him to drop a bitch, but he chose coward.
Bro, you should have called him a bitch.
Um,
Come on, Priest.
that's what I'm saying. Damian brings up the Judgment Day and what they meant to him. He goes, I'm pissed off because you took that title from all of us. You know, he's talking about Finn and the World Heavyweight Championship, and he goes, Finn, listen closely. When you are suffering, I'm the reason for your pain. And then we get to see Mr. Balor in the Judgment Day locker room. And he says, I just want you to know that you brought this upon yourself. See, I didn't betray you. You betrayed the Judgment Day. You know how it is. No leaders, but that'll change when you became champ. And a year ago, I almost became champion. Talking about SummerSlam 2023 when it was Finn versus I think Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, and Damian told Finn it was time to man up after Damian had told Finn to man up after his SummerSlam 2023 match against Rollins because Finn was feeling down. He goes, Finn says he won't fight Damian, but JD will fight Damian, which I think is kind of nice to bring in. We talked about full circle with the Y6, bring this full circle because Damian never liked JD, never did. So Damian can finally get his revenge, and same with JD, whatever. And Finn is gonna wait till Damian feels safe, comfortable, almost forgotten about him. Then he's gonna backstab Damian again and again and again. And he goes, "It just won't be me." Like
Fucking
Carlito,
stalker ass.
JD, Dom, and Liv all walk in.
Fucking Dominic. This
Dom and Liv
fucking
roll up on
bitch.
each other. They both give each other a kiss on the cheek.
It's
Really
disgusting.
pissed. And then we get,
I don't even think that's PG.
Mommy, 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 mommy. We get mommy chants. Damian leaves the ring, and then Damian ends up leaving the ring to go find Balor.
That's fucking weird.
This
Balor's sending in his
coming,
bobbleheaded little bitch after him. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm just saying, dude, it's amazing to see this shit just unfold and like in front of us.
Literally.
Like especially the Judgment Day.
Downfall of the
Now we have a
Judgment
new
Day,
Judgment
bro.
Day, but it looks
We've
like
seen
Finn,
3 variations of this fucking group.
Finn is the leader.
Finn's he said there's no leaders, but
He kind of made it seem like there was a leader.
Calling Cap. Carlito looks like he could lead that shit.
Too.
He's cool.
Carlito. Oh man. So we cut to a backstage promo segment, whatever, with Adam Pearce on the phone. Bronson Reed walks in, and Bronson's pissed that Sheamus has a match. And he goes, "There's always an excuse with Pearce." And Bronson says he's going to make his own path. And so we see the Creeds and with Bronson Reed. I need to slow down for a second. Bronson Reed being here, kind of set the tone later on in the night. I'm not gonna lie.
Bronson fucking went for it. Definitely talk more about him when we get to that. That's very shortly.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to that. But
that's very shortly.
We go to the Creeds and Ivy Nile backstage, and then Maxine actually is walking up to Ivy, and Maxine is like, "Dude, I haven't seen you in weeks." And Ivy is like, she goes, or Maxine's asking Ivy, she goes, "Why are the boys attacking them?" And I was like, "See, the boys are passionate." And then Gable walks in. He has a new team, and he says that Maxine has no value, and he ends up pulling Ivy away from Maxine, and Ivy's kind of like, "Well, I'm sorry. There's not much I can do now."
Damn.
I want to see something between Maxine and Ivy, but
is she?
She is
I would like to see Ivy
involuntarily by the Creed brothers.
I'd
Creed
very
Brothers,
much
though,
like to see
as long as she's
Nightlight
associated with them. I want to see her go on her own run. She'd do so good.
I agree. If anything,
I'm telling you.
have her I would honestly, I'd still have her turn heel. I'd have her run that whole badass, legit type role. And I'd have her turn on Maxine, work snap her arm or some shit like that. Write her off TV. Everyone loves Maxine, so everyone's gonna hate Ivy Nile after that. And then maybe put her with Perk Academy for a little bit, and then take her out and let her run her own thing because she's like, Chad, you a bitch. I'm a future world champion. Get the fuck out of my face. And then she goes and yeah, she kills that shit. Stacking bodies.
Stacking bodies. So this actually does end us moving into a women's match: Lyra Valkyria versus Shayna Baszler. You know, Shayna starts immediately targeting Lyra's arm. Going after that, and Lyra starts getting back into it after taking out Sonya and Zoe. So she hits the Nightwing, and then as she gets ready to go have the ref count the pin, Sonya and Zoe, attack her, and the ref can't. The ref can't even count the pin, so it's a DQ. Lyra Valkyria by DQ, and it just shows that DeVille's advocates are a bunch of wiener heads. Yeah,
DeVille, I think they're called They're calling themselves the Shooters, some shit like that. Bunch of wiener heads. That's
right.
fucking wild. That's hilarious.
That's what I'm calling them. This is one biffed episode, but it's fine. We'll get back into it once we get into it. Once we get back into our regular schedule programming again, a little rough. But moving to CM Punk, everybody's asking him, why is he smiling? Why is he so happy? It's because Punk wants to take a minute to congratulate Bilal Muhammad, who is one of Punk's friends, and he won the UFC welterweight title. So congratulate him. I don't know who that is, but congratulate. He goes, but why is Punk so sad? He lost on Saturday. Why is Punk so happy? He lost on Saturday. Punk is happy because he hasn't been to Baltimore in 10 years, and it feeds his ego when 10,000 people are screaming his name. And he brings up SummerSlam. He goes, SummerSlam was not a guarantee. He has tricep injury. It was told 9 months. And some people in this company absolutely hate me because I don't stay down. They said 9 months. I did it in 5. And, he says, you're not going to lie. He gives Drew his props. He goes, Drew's one big, tough son of a bitch. And, he basically talked how Drew talked shit about Punk for months on end. And Punk is happy because he's back. And Punk's road to WrestleMania started on Saturday at SummerSlam. Where would Punk be if he sat down? My summer of hate didn't start how I wanted, but it's still summer. And Punk went to round 2 with Drew.
Round 2.
And Punk basically restates everything McIntyre said he was going to do. And, we're waiting on McIntyre to come out, but burn it down! Seth freaking Rollins looks extremely pissed walking down the ramp. And Rollins looks like he wants to fight. He goes, I'm in a good mood. After 10 long years, it's finally time for me to put you in the dirt. And I like how Punk kind of hit this right here. He goes, I'm not the one who's dressed like Huckleberry, but I'll be your cowboy. Let's go. I was like,
oh my god, bro! Let him fight. Let him fight.
We can't though because your favorite Scotsman, Drew McIntyre, walks in. He goes, Punk, guys. What is with all this negativity? Tonight's a night of celebration. Everyone's talking about when Drew McIntyre beat CM Punk and Seth Rollins counted the 1, 2, 3. And Drew's like, hey, Punk. And, he's like, Punk, you shocked me and the world. But you're no longer the best in the world. I am. And Rollins and Punk are literally staring off his entire time. Punk is not taking his eyes off Rollins. I'm like, dude, this is insane. And he goes, I know who's in my corner, Punk. He holds up Punk's bracelet. He goes, your stupid looking dog, Larry, and your lovely wife.
Don't call Larry stupid. I'll fight you, Drew.
On, baby. Larry's not stupid.
No, Larry is not stupid.
Yeah, he ain't stupid, yeah.
Yeah.
The Punk runs through the crowd, chasing after Drew, and then Drew runs away. And then out of nowhere, Big Bronson Reed attacks Seth Rollins.
Oh my god, this is the best
And
thing.
Rollins
This
fought
is so
as
good.
much as he could, but he couldn't take down Bronson Reed. Reed hits 3 sentons and 2 tsunamis, and then gets backed away by officials. Then walks over to the corner and tsunamis Rollins 4 more times, dude. I counted
Swear to
in
God.
total 3 sentons, 7 tsunamis. And Rollins is spitting up blood, and Reed ends up going up for another
7
tsunami, but Rollins
tsunamis
ending
is
up getting
crazy
rolled
as
away
fuck.
by officials. 7 tsunamis is bro.
That's so
Rollins
crazy.
is dead. He's dead.
That's so excessive. I was just he kept landing and just going back up. It just looked like a fucking video game with some shit. Oh, it was so funny. I couldn't help but laugh at it. But damn, I loved this angle. I loved every single part of this angle. Bronson Reed looks like a fucking killer now all of a
This
sudden.
this does help Punk focus on Drew, and Rollins getting pulled away from the Punk right now, so Punk can actually focus on Drew.
Yeah, straight
So
up,
you
yeah. We do round 2 of
think we
those
do
two,
best 2 out of 3?
please. Yeah, I would honestly. It's kind of weird to say, but I would wait a little bit of time between the next match between the two of them. I don't know when I would do it, but I would definitely wait some time.
Okay.
Just let it heat back up a little bit more because we got the match that we want.
Yeah.
We didn't get the match we necessarily wanted because we all want to see these two rip each other's fucking heads off. Let's be fair. We want to see one of these two
Agreed.
like bleed. We want to see someone go through a table. We want to see them be put inside Hell in a Cell. At least I do.
Mm-hmm.
So I would, and that's not until October. So if anything, we've got Bash in Berlin, Fastlane, Survivor Series. Well, no, I think Bad Blood's before Survivor Series, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Bad Blood is
Yeah,
for
'cause
Survivor
Survivor Series
Series.
is usually the last pay per view. Well, for Triple H's era, it's been the last pay per view of the year. So if we're going off that, yeah. So
Yeah.
I would honestly, if anything,
So
do a Survivor Series match. Or no, I would do
okay.
Bad Blood and Fastlane. Is what I would do. I would just give a little bit of a break to this feud because they've been going at it. They've been talking nonstop for how many months now? I kind of want to see Punk
I don't
do
know.
something a little bit different. I'm not gonna lie. As fire as this feud is,
Like
it's
what?
fire as fuck. It's the best feud in all of wrestling. But I want to see Punk do more. Like I want to see him fight Seth. Most importantly, like that's the match I want. Most importantly, I want him versus Seth. I want him to go after the world title. I want him versus Gunther at some point. But I understand
You
that
want
like
Punk
we gotta
versus
get through. We
Gunther?
gotta. Oh my god, yes, please. Even though Punk will 1000% walk out of that match injured. He is.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
there's no shot. Gunther is just too much of a hoss for that shit. But yeah, to
Oh,
like
I
sum up
agree.
my rant, I would like to put a little bit of a pause on Drew and Punk. And that's
Real.
about it.
Talk your shit, King.
And I'm a big fan of Bronson Reed
Um.
now, killing Seth Rollins.
So after this attack by Reed, we move into the New Day versus the Authors of Pain. Kobe kind of gets singled out early, and AOP goes after his shoulder that he injured or re-injured or something like that. And Xavier Woods starts getting some momentum, but Cross ends up pushing him off the top rope. And this big motherfucker, Odyssey Jones, walks out, takes out Karrion Cross, 6'5", 400 pounds. What does he do? He picks up Razor and what's his name? Akam? Whatever. Drew's body just side drops him, and fucking Woods rolls up Razor for the win, dude. He's I
Oh
don't.
my fucking god!
Odyssey Jones is
Oh my
badass.
fucking god! He picked them both up. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I
I
don't
don't know
get it.
what to think about. This
Why does
was that's a big man smacking man meat right there.
that's a big man smacking some man meat for real,
That
for
is a
real.
big man smacking all of the man meats. I
I don't.
love it. But you were throwing out this idea of like how they should, if they are gonna kind of put him in the New Day, what not to do with him or something like that earlier. You were telling me.
Yeah, they were basically make him like Big E, but not Big E.
Right. So
Like make
like
him
keep
his
him.
own version of Big E, essentially.
Right. So he can still be like the powerhouse of the New Day, but definitely don't make him swivel his hips like Big E used to. Nobody can swivel their hips like that, dude.
Yeah. Oh hell nah.
That was a crazy statement. I never thought I'd say.
Oh man. Then after this match, we move into Awesome Truth versus A-Town Down Under. Basically, Truth goes ham on these clowns until they throw him into the ring post, and after the Miz gets hit with the hot tag, Truth tags himself in, confusing the Miz, and Truth accidentally hits Miz with Waller on his shoulders before giving him AA. And Truth thinks that Waller's legal. He tries pinning him, but Theory picks him up for the 8-Town Down Under for the quick win. We're seeing some tension between these two now. Is Miz getting pissed off with
Oh
Truth?
no. Oh god, this made me. Oh no, if they break up Awesome Truth, it's gonna be so upsetting. I'm gonna be so upset. I'm not even lying. I'm gonna be so upset. I love Awesome Truth. We all love Awesome Truth. Don't do this to me, WWE. Don't do this to me.
For real.
I like the
I'm not gonna
Miz.
lie. I hate to say this. They need Truth to turn heel.
Yeah. If anything, yeah. Don't turn Miz heel. Turn Truth heel. Have him retire John Cena. I'm telling you, this is the biggest set of long-term storytelling Triple H has at his hands. It's Truth beating his childhood hero John Cena. How many 50 fucking years is it in the making? You can't top
Truth's
it.
like 53, dude. This is
You
stupid.
you truly cannot top it. And Cena's what, like 40 something?
Stupid.
No, he's like, I think he's
Cena's
like,
like 47,
I
I
honestly
think.
can't
Something
remember.
like that.
I can't remember. Even though I was looking at their
Cena's
age
still in his
earlier, I'm not really
40s.
looking back up.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm sick. John Cena is 47.
47. Look at that
I
bald
called it on
spot.
the money.
On the money, bro. Bro, it's hot, dude. That's the story they should tell, though.
Oh god, works perfectly. But we go backstage with Jackie Redmond, who's with Adam Pearce, and Rollins is going to the hospital where WWE thinks he has internal bleeding. And then
Bleeding
we hear,
internally.
"Where's Drew?" And Pearce just runs away from Jackie, runs over to Punk, and Pearce walked Drew out of the building, and Punk wants McIntyre.
Because
Rightfully
I just
so.
want to talk
I
to
would
him.
too,
I just
CM
want to
Punk.
talk to him. He
I
just
just
wants
want to
to
talk
have
to
a
him.
conversation.
I just want to talk to him.
I just want to have a conversation with him.
Then we get to a JD McDonough promo video, brings up SummerSlam, what he did for Priest, and he basically says, "I'm going to beat Priest." Then we switch to Damian on the flip, and Damian's like, "I never wanted you in the Judgment Day." And Damian has enough in the chamber for Finn and JD. And he goes, "I hope you said your prayer because tonight I'm sending your ass to hell." Oh, I am. And his finisher is called South of Heaven, so.
Priest is going to kill a man. You heard it here first.
And which he did.
Murder later on Raw.
Yes, this is true. That is actually coming up. The murder is coming up. Then we go to Kathy Kelly, who's with Braun Breaker, and she asks, "Is Breaker prepared for the superstars that want the IC title?" And he goes, "It's been less than 3 years for me to be IC champ." He says he is the hunter, and the locker room is the hunted. And he goes, "Dude, I feel sorry for the locker room." Honestly, he does. I feel sorry. And he says, "This champion was born for me. There isn't a man on this planet that can take my name off this title." Ilya Dragunov?
Yes. Period. No hesitation. Yes.
I know we talk about a lot about Ilya here, but Ilya is
Ilya here.
currently one of our favorites as well.
He is. He is. We stand
We like
Ilya.
that Russian.
We love the man.
We like that Russian for real.
Is he getting back on TV?
Is he getting back on TV?
I don't know. He got rid off a couple weeks
I want to
ago.
hear a promo from him.
The Tsar
I
of
want to hear a
Ring.
promo from him.
The Mad Dragon.
Oh, I don't know. Anyways, we move into JD McDonough with Carlito versus Damian Priest. There's JD sucks chants. You know, we all know JD fucking sucks. And Priest just basically, he's just no-selling JD's offense, and he starts whooping ass. Priest is starting to chase Carlito away before JD pushes him into the ring post after the distraction. As Pat's yelling out like JD's headbutt. Wait, what?
So JD
Pat's yelling
at
out
one
like
point,
JD's headbutt is the most devastating move of all time.
Literally, he hit this headbutt and Pat flips his shit. Like, there's no shot he's alive after that. It's all over. It's a fucking headbutt. We love Pat McAfee. It's improv like that. Why he's honestly one of the modern great commentators.
Mm-hmm. Priest continues to basically just help fold JD. When he attempts to south the heaven, Finn Balor runs in and attacks him from behind, causing a DQ. Bro. Finn jumps Damian. Carlito joins. And bro, who else shows up? Liv and Dom. And Dom, Carlito, and JD and Finn are all attacking Damian, and Priest just absolutely starts kicking ass. And then we see Damian and Finn face to face. And Finn tried to leave, but Damian went for a razor's edge on Finn. But who pulls him down? Liv Morgan. She pulls Finn down. Dom takes out Damian by his knee, and Liv and Dom start attacking Damian. But who comes down the ramp? This is my brutality! And Dom and Liv try to escape, but Rhea grabs Liv, throws her into the ring post, and Dom ends up saving Liv from a razor's edge, and Rhea and Damian both put JD in that fucking dirt.
Put him in the dirt. Put him in the ground. Put him in the fucking ground.
We see the Terra Twins stand tall.
Damn straight, bro. As we should. This is like the new like. It can't be a power couple. Don't make them a fucking couple. Don't do a romance no shit with them. No. Just make them be like two bad ass motherfuckers that are just best friends and running the divisions.
I agree.
Like straight up.
Honestly, I do.
I kind of like the change in Priest's character ever since Gunther kind of called him street trash, with him kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't know really how I want to describe it. Yeah, he is getting more edgy after all of that kind of got called out. He's kind of embracing that claim a lot more now and making it more of like himself and not an insult. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we learned that Roman Reigns returns Friday. We learned he returned Friday. Ryan, you'll go over that. We got a promo video though of him, and I don't remember much from this, to be honest. I think it was just major part of SummerSlam.
Yeah. The Tribal Chief!
Do you remember anything from it?
He didn't get nothing, no.
I acknowledge him.
I acknowledge him. Just acknowledge your motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. God damn it!
Yeah, acknowledge him. No. We gotta acknowledge Roman as our Tribal Chief, not Solo. Not that dumb shit.
Fuck Solo. Fuck Solo. Fuck Solo. Fuck you, Solo.
I'm sorry.
Bro, did you hear the one guy we had? Bless these people. We had a guy and his child sitting near us when we were at SummerSlam while all of us were chanting "Fuck you, Solo." He had to lean over to his kid and he go, "Don't worry about what they're saying. They're all saying, 'Let's go, Solo.'" He had to do that like 3 times during that one match because we all just kept yelling "Fuck you, Solo" at him. I was doing it. I wasn't being quiet about it.
I was not. I tried, dude. My voice was gone by the main event.
Sure, yeah. It was hurting.
And then with Roman returning, dude, I just
Oh my
I
god, my
couldn't
voice.
I
I
couldn't
have the
scream. I
video.
tried.
I have the video of us like freaking out over Roman's return, and you can just hear how dead my voice is when I'm trying to scream. And you can hear the struggle behind every word I'm yelling out.
That was oh my god, that was so fucking cool. I didn't know whether to watch on the screen or the fucking ring, dude. It was so
Oh my
cool.
god. I was watching all of it. I was watching all, I watched like when he Superman punched Solo, I was watching the ring. But then I was flipping out so much from the Superman punch that that I only watched the spear on the big screen and not in the ring because I was like losing my mind already.
The spear in the ring was crazy.
We had the perfect shot of that, by the
It
way, from
was.
our seats. That was like perfect angle for us to see that.
Mm.
Fire.
But that does move us into Io Sky, who is with Damage Control versus Sonya Deville, who I put down is with the Deville's Advocates. And Io, is taking on the fight to Sonya early, but gets distracted by Shannon and Zoe, letting Sonya throw her into the steps. Io starts getting some crazy ass moves in, including a kind of a sick double stomp and knees in the corner before Zoe puts Sonya's foot in the rope. Excuse me. And Kyrie comes in, starts fighting with Shanna and Zoe when Io and her get up to the top rope, and they both flip off of it. Io doing a moonsault and Kyrie taking out Zoe with an insane elbow. Then we get back in the ring, and Io hits it over the moonsault on Sonya for the win.
For the win.
Dude, I
Damage
turned
Control
my
baby
TV
faces now.
on Monday because I remember I was able to watch Raw for like the last half hour. So I turned it on. It was this match. I was like, I don't want to see this match no more. I was so excited for the Y6 match. I could not freaking wait. But Io Sky did take the dub out of that. And then we move into Sami Zayn and Ilya talking backstage. And then Jey Uso comes over to kind of help pick up Sami after his loss at SummerSlam. He goes, he's trying to get Sami to see that he's truly special. And he goes, hey, Us, after you get that IC title back, we gonna make you a double champ. We gonna get the tag team championships. You think there's a little tag title run? Think this does fold into the Bloodline storyline a little bit more? Kind of curious to know your thoughts, Ryan.
Yeah.
That's your
I think it will.
yeah.
I swear to God. I was
think
kind of like alluding at it earlier, where like if they do a swap, oh my God, if they swap and end up putting Jay and Sammy on SmackDown, I'll flip my shit. I'm just gonna flip my shit. Period.
They'll
Like
literally
that would
complete
be.
the Bloodline.
It would be
That
it. That's
would
how you
complete
know it
it
would be happening. Like
for real.
put this feud
That is
inside of
true.
War Games. I swear to God.
Please give us the honorary Us.
Give us the honorary Uce back with the tribal chief with the Usos. All against
Ooh, so
Usos. And honestly, bro, oh my God, I don't even think it's a bad call to say if The Rock joins Solo's team, put fucking Cody on Roman's.
no.
Gotta do it.
No, you know who he calls?
Who's he call? Ghostbusters?
Seth freaking Rollins.
Nah, not after
Jesse
what happened at
Rollins.
Mania. Not after what happened at Mania. I honestly, I like it. I like where you're going with it. I like the thought behind it, honestly. But after what happened at Mania, like make that just the blood feud. Like at some point that match has to happen again. It has to happen at Mania if you ask me. At some point. Like it's gotta be either at Mania or at a
Mania.
SummerSlam. It's gotta happen at a big stage. Like that is
Yeah.
a fucking oh my god. After Roman basically threw away his world title reign of 1,316 days. just to get revenge on Seth
Just
Rollins
a
from
super
something that
made.
happened in 2014 or 15, I think. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, you get it. It was insane.
14.
Actually unbelievable.
That's true. Then we move into Joe Gacy's video, dude. Huskus the Pig. And we hear some humming of "He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands." And we start hearing a voice. They thought they could control you. They locked you away, but I saw you. I saw through their lies. Open your heart to the man in the woods. And WWE was doing a series called Superstar Ghost Stories, and Bray was in the series, and Bray described the Fiend as the man in the woods.
It
And now
was.
we will make them all pay for their sins. And he screams, "Let us in!"
Oh my
Which
god!
moves
It's
us.
happening. This is it! This is the
Which
match we've
moves.
been waiting for.
Yeah, which moves us to Gable walking in with the Creed brothers to the ring from backstage, and we learn that Gable's new group is called American Made. So that was pretty
Like Perk
interesting. Then we
Academy
get our
more.
main event: the Wyatt. Yeah, agreed. The Wyatt Six versus America. I did learn Gable has a new theme.
I'm sorry.
We did learn that.
Yeah, he does.
And then there's "You Suck" chants. But the Wyatt Six come out to shatter. You know, there's fireflies everywhere around the stadium.
Dude, I texted you
But
as I was watching this. Like, obviously, I didn't get to watch it live either. I don't think. No, I didn't.
I got to watch it
I
live.
laugh
This is the
because
only thing I watched live on Raw.
yeah, he got to watch it live. I didn't. But when I finally did get to watch it, it was like the day after. Like before the match even started, I immediately started like spamming like to you like they're using Shatter. They're using Shatter as their theme. Oh my god! Just absolutely flipping out over
It was awesome. It was awesome, dude.
it. Seriously,
I will
like
say.
this. Oh my god! Please get into this match. It's so good.
Um, I did. I was trying to look at it, but I didn't notice. Did you think Eric? Did Eric Rowan's outfit kind of look like his Bludgeon Brothers outfit?
It did. I think. I
Did you
also
guys pick up on
noticed.
that?
I did pick up on that. I also might have been tripping out, but it looked. I didn't get a chance. Even though I rewatched the match twice, I still don't remember this detail, and I should have gone back to look at it before making this point. But it looked like he had like Uncle Howdy at one point had like a skull mask or something that looked like a Bludgeon Brother mask, but it might have been the White Rabbit or Mercy the Buzzard mask at a quick glance. Like I said, I could have
Wait,
just
Eric Rowan?
misseen it. No, some like when Uncle Howdy was sitting. So like this is kind of later on in the match. Sorry, when Uncle Howdy's like sitting in his chair, it looked like over his shoulder, it looked like he had a Bludgeon Brother mask. But like I said, it could have
Yeah,
been the Mercy the
that was Luke
Buzzard
Harper's
mask.
mask.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
I
Luke
know.
Harper's.
Was it on
Mercy the
Howdy's
Buzzard
chair?
was thrown to his left. Yeah, that. So when Eric Rowan took off his mask, you got to remember his mask is the rabbit
It's
on
the
the front,
rabbit.
and on the back
It's
it's
the.
Luke Harper's mask.
Oh wait, it is.
You got to remember that.
It
Yeah. So if
is.
you go back and look at Eric Rowan, if you go back and look at it, the front is the White Rabbit, the back one is the Luke Harper mask from the Bludgeon Brothers, because that's
Shut
how
the
they're doing the
fuck
Luke Harper
up!
tribute.
Shut the
I'm not even
fuck
kidding you.
up!
Yeah,
Oh my
we went
god!
over this after this. We went over this after they debuted, dude.
I don't remember. I remember going
Um,
over all of this. I don't remember that specific detail because I remember seeing a Bludgeon Brother mask like on the floor or something. I don't remember it being actually part of Rowan's mask itself. Because I remember during his debut, it was just a
yeah,
rabbit mask. That's
it
insane.
wasn't. If you go back and watch the debut and pay
That's some
close
crazy.
attention to
That's some crazy shit.
Rowan's mask. Go
Yeah,
back and watch the debut and pay close attention to
yeah,
that mask. I promise you, you'll see it.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but we get to the Wyatts attacking and throwing the Creeds and Gable out of the ring before the bell even starts. And to start this match, and Loomis is crawling after Gable to start until Julia starts getting tagged in. And Rowan and Gacy stop American Made from teaming up on Loomis. And Rowan picking up Julius to use him as a weapon, basically. Then Loomis gets powerbombed out of the ring onto American Made, and Gacy gets singled out and hit with the trio of moonsaults, and Gacy just does not stay down no matter what he's hit with, man. And Rowan is able to tag in and shows off his power, and then pays tribute to Brody Lee by doing a yeah, and doing a flip over the rope. And Gable ends up getting singled out of the ring as Rowan hits a choke slam, like a choke slam type thing on him, and before Loomis and Gacy do the double team finisher and a splash for the win. And dude, this match was just so fucking awesome.
Straight up, bro. This is amazing. Gotta love it.
But Michael Cole did say on commentary, Bray would be looking down proud of what was accomplished tonight, which was awesome for that to say.
Yeah, this was like a perfect debut for this group. I swear to God.
Yeah, I do have a whole other section. We have another like Wyatt 6 section. Now that they're actually debuted, it makes sense to go on after their match. But like we said, the theme song was Shatter. We did learn that, which is pretty freaking cool. And how they just basically were able to, use Bray's rocking chair and his lantern. Just it worked so perfect. And I was watching like C Wrestling's video, and basically Nikki is kind of the subservient to Uncle Howdy, and if you obviously everybody noticed it, Uncle Howdy and Nikki Cross were sitting outside the ring while the match was going on, and like we were just talking about, Rowan's mask was purposely placed the way it was backwards on the rocking chair to pay tribute to Rowan's bludgeon brother, Luke Harper. And like we both, like I said earlier, him and Uncle Howdy were going, yeah, basically doing Rowan's or Luke Harper's yeah. But Dexter Loomis did pin Gable. I don't know if that means anything, but I did kind of want to ask you that to see if you had any thought about this at all.
Loomis pinning Gable?
Yeah.
Not really, to be honest. With that little, like, in particular with that, not anything. If it was Eric Rowan, I would honestly say, like, that could potentially turn into maybe Chad Gable versus Eric Rowan, but you and me have talked about that it's looking like Dexter Loomis, and even from the finishing sequence, it looks like Dexter Loomis and Joe Gacy are going to be the tag team.
Yeah.
Or at least I think so. You might disagree. Sorry. Go ahead and like say whatever you think.
No.
But I think that might be the tag team of the group, while Rowan is the singles guy.
Yeah.
And then you run Gable versus Roman whenever you want on Raw, obviously, or whenever you want to, and then eventually lead to Howdy versus Gable, which is what you and me are really kind of wanting right now.
Honestly,
I want to see what we can do in the ring.
But I don't know if you noticed, Gacy does look a lot paler than any of the others, and his entrance though when he was in NXT, he made the camera go upside down and kind of talking about in a way he made the world go upside down when that happened. Was that kind of a hint that he was? Do you think that could be? I mean, we don't watch NXT, but I mean, kind of a hint that he could have been in the White Six all along. I mean, I kind of was kind of liking that idea when we first found out like the characters with the members by the first two QR codes, and then I kind of already knew a little bit about Gacy before this whole thing was going on, so it kind of just made sense to me, more or less, more than anything, really. So
that's a good point, honestly. Like you said, I don't watch NXT either, but you would know, honestly. So kudos to that shit.
Yeah, my bad. But kind of going back to the Joe Gacy video. Oh, there's someone in here. I didn't know that. What's up, dude? Oh, this dude. So we got someone in here. I didn't realize this. My phone was off by accident. He said American Made name. Hogan is shaking his head. Wyatt theme song was perfect for them and for Rowan in his welcome home match. he goes, yeah, he was talking about when we were talking about the mask. He goes, yeah, it was Harper's, and he goes, yeah, and he goes, how um, Rowan honored Harper with the leap over the top rope. And basically he said this is a great way to honor Bray and what his ideal faction would have been, which I do agree.
I totally
But
agree with
getting
that.
back to this, where are we at? Going back to the Gacy video, but he said he opened his heart to the man in the woods, and the man in the woods was the Fiend. Could Joe Gacy at some point be taking a similar route that Bray did since he was playing the Huskus the Pig Boy? Kind of like how when Huskus went from Huskus. Wait, what was his name? Husky Harris.
Oh yeah, Husky
Went
Harris.
to Bray Wyatt.
It could be,
Um,
honestly. I like the idea of it. I like the idea of all of this
yeah,
like tying back into anything with Bray Wyatt. Like this entire group should be like we've been saying, not exactly like a ripoff of what Bray was doing, but a tribute to everything that Bray's doing without blatantly like taking advantage of or like exploiting anything. I
yeah.
think that's just perfect. I think that's just a
I
perfect
got you.
like,
I got you.
and because not everything Bray did with his storylines was in your face. Like here's everything explained to you in exact detail. A lot of it was very subtle, and a lot of it was like you have to assume that that's what he meant by it. It's not exactly like told to you. So I think
Yeah,
that
you had to
just
put
matches up
clues together and shit like
perfectly.
that.
Yeah. So I think it just matches up with everything that has been happening with all of this. I like it.
Um, but Michael Cole mentioned on commentary before the Joe Gacy video that Joe Gacy thinks he's Huskus the Pig Boy, and I kind of kind of put in there, Dexter Loomis kind of thinks he's Mercy the Buzzard. I mean, look at it. His moveset is quite literally him flying around, quite literally.
Yeah, like he's the high fly. Like he's not a luchador type high flyer, but he's definitely a
Yeah,
high flyer of the group.
yeah, he definitely shown um, why he is Mercy the Buzzard. Um,
You bird.
but there was a video of I think it was last week's Raw how Michael Cole was saying that he said Nikki Cross's sister Abigail. Um, this week he said Nikki Cross is Abby the Witch. So could Sister Abigail and Abby the Witch be two separate people? Because I'm kind of thinking Alexa Bliss has been working in the ring and does have her pink hair back, the pink part back in her hair. Do we see a return of Alexa Bliss in this as well?
Hell yeah.
Because look, it's not a number that is this group. It's not the Wyatt Six. It's the Y. It's not the Wyatt Six. It's the Wyatt Six. It's not SIX. It's SICKS. So it's not
Right.
necessarily a certain amount of members. I mean, could Alexa
Right.
make that return?
I'd love to see it. Yes.
Because Uncle Howdy
1,000%.
was taunting her before she got wrote off TV.
Mm-hmm. Definitely
So,
put Alexa in this shit. But Strowman needs something as well. So whether you put him in a feud with these guys or you just put him in the group, do something with Strowman too.
dude, Strowman said he wants to stay far away from this.
Really?
Yeah, and
Okay.
he actually opened up that him and Rowan don't actually talk as much as they used to anymore after Bray and Brody died, which is very unfortunate
That's unfortunate.
for both of them, honestly. But Dakota Kai had the Pluto symbol behind her last week, and do think she's a potential target. But I'm thinking if Alexa Bliss comes back and joins the YS6, do her and Nikki Cross go after the women's locker room?
Hell yeah. Give them the tag belts.
Think so?
Them
Tag
women's tag
belts,
titles need to be either reestablished with like some kind of
elevated,
big reign or something, or gotten rid of completely for a singles title, in my opinion. Like one of the two things needs to
please.
happen, like now.
I'll take two singles titles over a tag titles.
I will take two singles titles on each individual show over a pair of tag titles that jump ship. Why is that the only title that gets to go between shows?
Bro,
What the fuck?
it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, not. I mean,
But
it's whatever. It's WWE.
there was a great way to honor Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper after the match. Eric and Bo hugged, and they all pointed to the sky, and then they all hugged again. The entire group of the Y6 hugged again after the match was over,
Oh, that's
honoring,
awesome.
like I said, Bray and Luke Harper. R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
So that's all I had for Raw and the Y6.
Oh, a perfect debut for the White Six. I swear to God. Like, round of applause.
Perfect.
They get it. Perfect debut. But, all
Let's get
right.
into SmackDown.
Oh, let me stretch real quick. Sorry. All right. That does move us into Friday Night SmackDown. And I'm going to be real with y'all. The notes, they kind of got a little fucked up. There's not a lot of them, but I'll do my best. I'm probably going to end up forgetting something. I'm pulling notes off of, let me give credit where credit is due, ProWrestling.net for filling me in on everything that's happened, even though I watched it all. But we do open SmackDown with a promo from our still WWE champion Cody Rhodes, basically going, well, "What do we want to talk about?" He goes, "The WWE champion is the North Star of this industry, and he's been thinking of who the next guy who he wants to defend this title against at Bash in Berlin. Who's it going to be?" And all of a sudden, he starts like talking about him, and he like starts hinting at who it could be, and he goes, "This guy," and then all of a sudden gets interrupted by Solo Sikoa's music, and he starts walking out. He's flanked by Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and Tonga's carrying one of the tag titles that actually belongs to Jacob Fatu, but we did hear from Michael Cole in commentary that Fatu is injured after that splash to Cody on that announcer table. Bro, you can see it clear as day. He whacked his shit on that
And
shit.
they're using the Freebird rule.
Yep, use a Freebird rule. Why not?
They're
Why
using the
not?
Freebird rule.
They were a tag team in New Japan, but he was basically just followed by the Bloodline, except for Jacob Fatu, and goes, "Cody, like, this is bullshit." Basically, like, he wants a rematch against Rhodes, and basically he's just like, "I won't miss Fox," and like shit like that, just talking all of his shit. Cody laughs this fool off though. He's like, "Bro, you could not get the job done. What the fuck are you talking about? Because of you, Jacob Fatu got hurt. Like, the real tribal chief came back and whooped y'all's asses, and he's going on a motherfucking tear right now. Like, y'all need to get to the back of the line and realize that y'all are a bunch of fucking losers. You don't deserve a rematch." Which is when the Bloodline then started to like climb into the ring, and Cody Rhodes like starts standing off, and they're ready to fight at this point when Kevin Owens, of all people, of course, runs in there, and he's got two chairs with him, hands one to Cody, and they're ready to fucking brawl with the Bloodline when they do run away from this shit. They leave. They're like, "Fuck this shit, we out." But then sorry, I'm scrolling down now. There's a lot of ads. They are standing in the ring across from each other, and as Kevin's getting ready to leave, Cody goes, "Kevin, hold on a second." He's like, "That person I was talking about at Bash in Berlin who I wanted to face, well, that guy, Kevin, I'd like to face you." And Evan Owens grabs the mic and he's like, "Are you kidding me, bro? Like, I don't deserve a rematch. Like, look at my win-loss record. Like, I have sucked basically this past year. Like, I have been getting my ass whooped," which is when everybody in the crowd just starts chanting, "Not you deserve it," which Kevin does. Like, let's be real. Kevin is like a super worker right now.
On God, he does. Bro's been facing the Bloodline for 4 years.
For 4 fucking years, he has been making his life hell. He's still going at it. But
Oh, babe.
Cody goes, "Bro, I haven't forgotten the sacrifices that you've made for me." Like, Cody said, Owens is still the prize fighter. Cody said he was like, right now, he's going backstage and he's gonna go talk to Nick Aldis to make this match official. Which, like, Owens is like arguing with him the entire time and like basically chases him backstage. Uh, which is when we do move backstage to an interview. Or I'm sorry, do you have anything to put onto that? Rhodes versus Owens potentially happening.
You deserve it.
Will happen. Well, it will happen. It does get made official. Spoiler alert.
I'm
But I'm
excited.
excited as fuck for this. Like, Owens versus Rhodes is going to be an absolute banger of a match. They're going to go so hard.
Oh, God.
I don't even know. Like, do you do? Would you turn Kevin heel, or would you do like a face versus face situation with them two?
Face versus face. Face versus
Mm,
face.
want both to get cheered?
You know what I do? Turn Randy heel.
Oh, please, I wish. Hopefully, after he loses to Gunther, he just snaps and just murders Cody Rhodes. Please, I want this match so bad. We've already started the Punk
That's
versus
what I'm
Drew
saying.
feud. I'm like pacing for Cody and Randy to start now. I want this shit so bad.
Everybody wants it, dude. Everyone.
It it will have potential to be like feud of the year, like over Punk and Drew. If they that might be why they aren't starting it in the same year as Punk versus Drew, because they don't want Cody and Randy to outshine that feud itself. Because they got time. Let's be real.
I don't think it would. I think it's just two separate feuds going at it, dude. Which brand has a better feud, SmackDown or Raw?
That would be an unbelievable way
Just
to like
saying.
boost both shows. It's literally like we mentioned earlier. We had a conversation about this stuff earlier. How we've got Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes now as essentially our new Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin of this era. Like they are the two
Oh yeah.
biggest stars right now, and they're untouchable. And we just want to see them fight each other, and they eventually they will fight again. And
Oh
now
yeah,
you've
for
got
sure.
potential to do.
I'm thinking soon.
I would do a year from now at SummerSlam, but that's just me.
Ooh. Okay.
I'd wait a year for it, and then we do round three. I don't know if you do with or without a title though. That's the tricky part.
With. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah. True.
That's all I know. Do it with.
True. Do it with.
So,
But this does
yes,
move
sir.
us to. Oh, go ahead. What you got? Guess on that.
No, I don't. Go ahead, go ahead.
All right. But we do now move to Byron Saxton interviewing BFAB and the Street Profits backstage, where Ford and Dawkins basically they just talk shit about the bloodline, bro. They talk about how it's been like 3 years since they've held tag team championship gold, and right now A Town Down Under is just in their way. But now we do move to that match, and it hold on. Sorry. But does pop off with Montez going nuts, flipping over the top rope as he does. We all know Tez is just an absolute beast when it comes to like high flying and everything. But then after, I think it was after a commercial break, it was stupidly long, but stupid in a good way. Long one take just follows A Town Down Under as they take control of the Street Profits until Dawkins just runs in trucks Waller over the damn barricade in the timekeeper's area. But this long take, this one take that was on the ring apron, lasted like 5 minutes, like between that time. I didn't actually time it. It was long.
Bro, Angelo Dawkins is crazy. He is a he's something special.
Dawkins is nuts. He runs in there like a football player. Dude clears the barricade, not even touching it.
Oh
But
god.
then the Profits hit their I can't remember. It's the blockbuster, but I can't remember if they've been using it as their finisher for a long time or if they've just recently started using it. But they do hit the blockbuster for the win, and they now move into a qualifier match, which will happen next week for the number one contender spot for the tag titles, which I think the Prophet should win, if you ask me.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes,
No,
yes.
they need to beat the bloodline. I'm sorry.
Really? Already? Already
Yeah.
beat the bloodline?
Partially because I wanted my fantasy booking. I would have had the Street Profits hold them, then the bloodline take them. That's just me.
Honestly, yeah.
I think it would have been cooler to have the bloodline take them after the Street Profits, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
DIY just had too short of a tag title reign. It was 25 days. Less than a fucking month
Oh well.
for DIY.
Yeah, for real. That was
Like, damn,
the
it was
disrespect.
sad. Disrespect is real. Like, damn, have some faith in your boys there, Triple H.
Oh god.
But damn. We do, though. This does, like, we continue with our WWE title match being made backstage. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens are basically like arguing like children in front of Nick Aldis, like you deserve it, like I don't want it, like you deserve it, I don't want it. And basically Aldis like kind of gets in the middle of them, and he goes, "You know what, Kevin, you not wanting this match makes it a hell of a lot easier on my end because I'm about to go have a phone call with Roman Reigns to discuss a WWE title match." To which Owens loses his shit. Owens is like, "Are you freaking like?" Obviously, he doesn't say fucking, but he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like Roman Reigns of all people, like he lost his title. Like, do you know how many times he like cheated to win that title? Like Owens understands you got to do what you got to do, but come on, all this, like, come on, bro. Like Owens was like had his life ruined by these people for 4 years now, and you're about to just let Roman get a title shot after walking in. He then even brings up the rematch clause in case Nick Aldis said anything. He's like, the rematch clause hasn't been used in years. When Owens lost his Universal title in what I believe was 2016, 2018, but I could be wrong. He never got a rematch for that title. He never got a rematch for his Universal Championship. So why does Roman get one? This is kind of bullshit, Aldis. And so Aldis basically looks at him and he goes, "You know what?" Or no, sorry. Owens continues and says that if you want to find somebody who deserves a WWE title match, just walk into the locker room. Like there's like a dozen people you could see just by opening the door. And Aldis goes, "I ain't got to walk into the locker room, bro, because you're standing right in front of me." And the match at Berlin, that's official. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens for the WWE title. Let's go.
No dubs. Let's
This is
get it.
big dubs. It's going to be absolutely insane. I'm like stupidly excited about this.
Me too.
But now, though, like, man, we'll get into that like when the feud actually like kicks off and shit. But we do then move
Oh
to
God, we have to.
Miss Money in the Bank. It's Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton
It's
walking
Tiffy
backstage.
time.
It's Tiffy time, bro, with that briefcase, that big pink briefcase. I fucking love that thing. Or purse, whatever you want to call it.
I do
But
too.
she is walking backstage, and who does she get in? Well, actually, she's kind of planning out the celebration next week, which will happen on SmackDown for Queen Naya's championship ceremony. And so Tiffany's just bossing around some crew members, just like getting everything together. Pretty Deadly walks in at some point. Yes, boys. I
Yes,
don't care. I love these.
yes, boys.
Yes, boys. They're so dumb. I love it. It's so funny though. But they walk in advertising Pretty Deadly the musical should perform at Queen Naya's championship ceremony. I swear to God, I need this musical more than I need air to breathe. Give me Pretty Deadly the musical or I'll riot.
That's crazy.
Which is when, though, who is it? Chelsea Green and Piper Niven walk in, and basically Chelsea is just a bitch, and she's mocking Tiffy's outfit, which doesn't even look bad. Like, get the fuck out of here, Chelsea. You're just a hater. And basically just talking shit until Stratton mugs him off and going Toodles, flicks her hair and walks away. But I got a question for you.
Toodles.
Toodles,
Yeah.
do we see a bit of a maybe not a tag team feud, but like a pair versus a pair where Niven goes after Naya's world title and Chelsea and Tiffany fight in the background type shit?
That would elevate Pippin. Piper? Piper? Yes, Piper.
Yeah, Piper.
Piper Niven. That would elevate Piper.
Piper
So, I mean, yeah. I'd
Piper
like to see
versus
that.
Naya? I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know if we get canceled for saying big women smacking women meat, but we're about to find out.
No, 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 no. We're gonna get
uh,
canceled.
that's just crazy. Oh my god, that's funny as fuck. But then I would like to see that at least. Niven versus Jax and anything with Tiffany at this point. I'm just I'm just a big fan of
So,
Tiffany right now. It's Tiffy time. It's always Tiffy time.
it's Tiffy time.
It's Tiffy time. We do get a recap video of everything that happened last week, though, between the Unholy Union, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, over the women's tag titles, which is when we get Jade Cargill making her entrance with Bianca Belair. And this is, at this point, this is when we did get the match card made official for Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes. I almost said Randy Orton. That match is now official. The match card is up. Looks fire as hell.
Rhodes. Cody
Rhodes.
Rhodes.
Cody
Rhodes.
Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Oh, shit. But now we do have a match next, which is Jade Cargill versus Alba Fire, one half of the women's tag team champions and part of Unholy Union. And it's Jade fucking Cargill. What do you expect? Like, she just absolutely goes ham on Fire until Fire starts to wiggle out of it. She's got too much experience for that. She is the wily veteran. Starts like drop kicking her, super kicking her, chopping her down, hitting kicks to the legs until what I thought the most interesting part of the match was she tied Jade Cargill up in the Black Widow submission, which is AJ Lee's old finisher move, if y'all remember that.
Oh,
Which fire as fuck.
I didn't know that.
Isla then tries to get involved, but Bianca then stops her, just whacking her to the floor. But Jade then grabs her, immediately hits Jaded for the win. Because it's Jade Cargill, y'all. She ain't gonna be. She's a living superhero. She is on what her muscles have fucking muscles. It is unbelievable how strong this bitch is.
She's on trend.
It is not fair. It is not fair. But sorry. After this match, though, who was it? It was Blair Davenport. She shows up, attacks Cargill. They all start laying out Cargill and Bianca. And then who is it that finally makes the save? I wish this happened last week when we were there for SmackDown, but Naomi walks out, whoops some ass, and they send Unholy Union and Blair Davenport run into the back. And looks like we got like a bit of a trio versus trio going on, which is going on a lot in the women's division right now. Have you noticed?
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Like you got,
I don't know how I feel about it yet.
Sonya's group, you got Damage Control, you got the two teams we just talked about here, which they call them like
You
Big
got
Three. Bianca and all
Katana
them.
Chance, Kaden Carter, Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah, I got them. Oh my gosh, I forgot about them. I can't really think of anything.
Who else?
I'm sure there's another one that we're forgetting.
Yeah, definitely.
But that is some. Maybe Triple H is cooking something. Women's trios titles.
Maybe.
That'd be a crazy thing to add. But
so that's a hot take too.
That is a hot take. It really is. Like add women's trios titles. Like trios titles in general are just. I don't like them in general. AEW has them. I'm not the biggest fan of them, even though I do like AEW. Let's be real here. They got too many fucking belts. Got way too many belts.
Yeah, for real. It's WCW all over again.
Yeah. But speaking of we move forward to our new United States champion, LA Knight. Yeah. Forget him. But LA Knight comes out once everyone showers. He's got new theme music actually. Gets called out on commentary. You can hear it. It's just like it's basically the same as his old music, but just very slightly different. Literally like the slightest difference ever. But Knight gets in the ring and he gets showered with "You deserve it" chants. And Knight just stands there. He's got to take it all in for a minute. And he goes, "Let me talk to you." Yeah. Logan Paul deserved to be stomped out, and that is what he got at SummerSlam. And Knight doesn't give a damn about how he beat Paul in his own hometown. Because guess what? He's the U.S. champ. Yeah. Hold on. My notes kind of messed up. I'm scrolling back down to them. It'll all be fixed next week. I'm sorry, everybody. But rather,
Yeah.
like, still starts going on, and he rather be called champ, or no, a while ago. He said, "You're looking at me and you're calling me a nobody." I think he said this like Roman Reigns or somebody, but sooner or later, or right now you might call me a nobody, but sooner or later you will be calling me champ. And that's exactly what happened. Knight, new US champ. And he don't give a damn about what the haters say, because right now he knows he is a marked man with his belt around his waist. He was a marked man since he arrived on SmackDown, even more so now that he has this. So Nice said that it is still his game, though. He wants to walk in, hits it, and quits it. He's going to walk in, hit it, and
Yeah.
quit it. Yeah. Next person that walks in who wants the U.S. title, he's going to hit it, and he's going to quit it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's he do when he's going on about hitting and quitting? He gets interrupted by Santos Escobar. And Legado del Fantasma, he does have, Santos does have a match after this against Andrade. Fucking Andrade, we love him. But he basically just starts going on like, bro, you do not deserve shit. Says that he deserves basically the US title and that he's going to beat Andrade in the next match to become the number one contender for the US title. And then he's going to be go on to beat LA Knight. And everyone, I hated this so much. I cringed so hard because he goes, everyone is going to be saying Escobar. Yeah. Hated it. No.
Ugh. That makes me
No.
cringe.
Said Esco. No. But then we do, oh my gosh, we do then cut to the most fire fucking match of the night. Because look at who's in it. How could it not be? Andrade makes his entrance. El Idolo himself, black mask and all, ready to go to war. It is Andrade versus Santos to become number one contender for the US title. And this match started actually while we were on commercial. And when we come back to it, Andrade hits a dive and he's about to be attacked by Legado del Fantasma. But Apollo and Corbin were able to chase him out of there. There was a sunset flip powerbomb from Andrade after they were fighting on the top rope for a bit, which looked brutal as hell. Andrade's going ham for a while, hitting three amigos, and tries to go to the top, but Santos meets him there, drills his ass with a poison rana off the fucking top rope. Andrade's able to fire back after that, hitting some fuck, dude. The elbows Andrade hits are just from just a new world. Love it so much. Looks like he kills a man every time he hits it. But he's about to hit the message or some shit when or no, he's actually about to. Oh no, we get into that later. Sorry, but he does keep going after Andrade or Santos when Carmelo Hayes gets involved, distracting Andrade and allowing Santos to attempt the hit the Phantom Driver, but Andrade is able to wiggle out of that, throws Santos into the corner and goes to hit the running knees in the corner, like the double knees, where he like just crushes the dude's skull. But Melo pulls Santos out of the way. Andrade's knees hit the corner, and Santos rolls him up for the win to become the number one contender. But yeah, Santos Escobar versus LA Knight now.
No. No.
I say no
No.
to this. This is
I want
bullshit.
Andrade.
We want
I want
Andrade.
Andrade.
Straight up, like
This is bullshit. I give up.
this is bullshit. I agree, man. Like as Andrade stands, I don't stand for this shit. This is bull
God.
crap. And Andrade, honestly, I think would have been a better choice. But whatever. It's Santos. It's a heel for. It's
That's
not a
me
face
too.
versus face, I guess. But oh well. But then scrolling through here, we then get highlights
Yeah.
aired of Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga beating Gargano and Ciampa for the WWE Tag Titles last week. And Ciampa and Gargano deliver a promo while walking backstage where Ciampa accuses the Bloodline of stealing their tag titles, and Gargano speaks about losing in his hometown in front of his 2-year-old son. Ciampa calls it
Quill.
day. Well, no. Ciampa then calls it day one of DIY's redemption arc, and Gargano played to the Tulsa crowd, and they made their entrance, getting ready for the main event. But then,
Yeah.
backstage though, we do get, or no, not backstage. We do get following matches and segments announced backstage, where it is Queen Naya's WWE Women's Championship ceremony happening, hosted by Tiffany Stratton. And then we also have Blair Davenport versus Naomi happening next week. We also cut backstage to Grayson Waller and Austin Theory talking to Nick Aldis, where Waller mentions being sent to Raw on like their day off and shit like that. And Theory like starts like remembering and mentions Waller wanting to face Kevin Owens in a match or some shit like that. Which is when Aldis is like, you know what? That is a great idea right there. And so the match is made official next week for Grayson Waller versus Kevin Owens. And Waller is pissed about this. To which Theory is just like, bro, I'm just looking out for you, like you always do for me. Like, damn. We're breaking these two up.
Theory's playing into the games.
He's playing them games.
Oh, shit.
It was awesome as fuck. But then we do get on the entrance ramp. Oh my gosh. Yes, boys! Pretty Deadly makes their entrance for the main event match, not the actual like closing segment of the show, but it is Pretty Deadly versus DIY in another like match to determine who's going on to the number one contendership match next week against the Street Profits. And to start this off, there's just a shit ton of double team moves from both guys, or both teams, I guess. DIY though gets the upper hand, hits the like shoulder pat thing on the fucking apron or whatever. Yay! Clap, 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 shit, all that shit. Pretty Deadly though hit like this running bulldog like double team move where he like has him picked up in like this crazy fucking hold. I don't even know what to call it. That's all I can describe it as. I've never seen a move like it. I'm just being completely honest. They do get some fucking crazy offense in where Pretty Deadly attempts to go for their finisher, Spilled Milk, where Gargano stops him with a spear, cutting him in half. And just like that, Shatter Machine meet in the middle, 1, 2, 3, DIY versus Street Profits next week, and that's gonna probably be a banger.
Oh, for sure.
And
for sure, that's definitely gonna be a
have
banger.
Street Profits walk out with that.
For sure. I definitely agree to that one.
Then, oh man, bro, this main event segment, it is it. It is it. It is the hypest of hype. We get Solo Sikoa. Well, no, actually, sorry. We do get Solo Sikoa, but he's backstage and he's talking with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, where Tama's like, we looked everywhere. Roman Reigns isn't here. He's not in the building at all. But Solo's like, nah, he'll be here. Trust me. And they do walk out to the ring. And they make their entrance. Dude, I'm getting chills just thinking about this shit because it was fucking awesome. And they all and basically Solo's standing in the ring and he just says, I'm the tribal chief now. He grabs the Ulafala, which is around his neck, and he goes, bro, if you want it, Roman Reigns, come and get it. Starts talking about how he runs SmackDown now. He runs WWE, and no one can take it from him. He owns this bitch, essentially. Which is when we do get the new music hitting. It goes, do, 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 do. And then the singing, it's fucking great. Roman's new music hits. Our tribal chief himself, the OTC, walks out on the ramp, makes that slow walk down there because I called him the final boss of WWE now, but I don't mean it as the Rock final boss. I mean it like the way Brock Lesnar used to be like the quote unquote final boss character of like WWE, where like no one would call him that, but it's like when he shows up, like you're fucked. That's what I see Roman Reigns as now.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree to that.
Like
Roman's
when Roman shows up,
animal.
shit gets serious.
Yeah, Roman showed it. Yeah.
Shit's about to go down when the OTC walks in. And Solo, though, this little fool, he sends Tama and Tonga after Roman. Roman don't give no fucks. He grabs Tonga Loa, kills him, throws him into the fucking steps, just murked him with that move alone. Superman punch or speared Tama Tonga, laid that fool out like it was nothing, walks in the ring and starts staring down with Solo, and they didn't have too much of an interaction. Pretty sure Roman like hit a Superman punch, and he attempted to go for a spear, but Solo was pulled out of the ring by Tonga Loa, and Roman Reigns is like, no, 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 you ain't getting rated that easily. He gets out. He starts whooping ass. Starts beating the shit out of Tonga Loa. Throws him back in the ring. Spears him in half. Kills that dude. The loudest ooh ah of all time in that arena. Oh, it's so good.
That shit.
That was loud as fuck when we all did that at SummerSlam.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh ah.
It's so exhilarating.
It was so good. And then he gets out of the ring and he notices, oh, hey, look over there. There's Tama Tonga. He's kind of getting up right now. And so I should mention, like before this, Solo Sikoa, when he ran out of the ring, he made sure he grabbed the Ula Fala and ran away with it. And he's like fleeing.
Oh, yeah,
he's running up the entrance ramp with the Ula Fala running away. And Roman Reigns is now outside of the ring and he notices Tama Tonga standing over by the timekeeper's area. He does a big old ooh ah again, runs around the ring, kind of like Braun Breaker, but not as fast because he's not a freak of nature like Braun is, and spears Tama Tonga through the timekeeper's area, and our fucking OTC is standing tall as fuck, bro. He's the man. And Solo basically is like standing on the entrance ramp, holding out the Ula Fala, like, bro, this is what you want. This is what you want. This is what you're after. And I kind of like drew similarities. You know how Punk is obsessed with this fucking bracelet and Drew? That's essentially going to be Roman and this Ula Fala.
My mic was accidentally muted. I don't know why. Yeah, but yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think that'll be with
it's pretty
Roman being obsessed with
that. I think it deserves to go back on Roman, to be honest.
He's the OTCs. They're tribal. He's our tribal chief. He was never He was only defeated for the title. He was never defeated for the tribal chief hood. He's the man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but man, the shot of Roman closing out the show with the one to the sky. Oh, it feels so good to have Roman back on TV.
Dude.
I never thought I'd say that. If you had told me, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, however fucking long ago it was, when Roman was the most hated person in the world in WWE, that I would one day be giddy as fuck for Roman Reigns to be back, I wouldn't believe you. I wouldn't believe you. I just wouldn't. It would be completely. It's two different. It's the same person, but it's just two different stars. Two completely different stars. Like Roman Reigns has just broken through onto a new level at this point. And it took 10 years to get there. It took 10 years and the creepy old man that made LA Knight a model to get out of there.
Oh, God. Too damn long.
Oh, damn. But I'm excited as fuck for this, man. It's starting to look like Roman's definitely going to need to collect his original bloodline. Now we're going to get the OBL, original bloodline shirt.
Oh, God. I'm excited.
Bring it back. Put him in War Games. It's going to be fucking lit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but I think that's going to... Hold on, I got to scroll down to socials. Sorry, y'all.
He doesn't know our socials.
I don't have... Well, listen. I don't have fucking all of that memorized. It's a shit ton to have memorized. I don't have that good of a memory. But thank you, everybody. Or, fuck. Why do we not have any of the recent ones? That's crazy as fuck, bro. Where the fuck is it?
Let's close out the show. Fuck the socials.
Whatever, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a scuffed episode.
This
Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.